Hi guys, so we've just done a little video on Madeira. If you have not seen that yet, then please have a watch here. But one of the things that I was saying is that I actually really love using it in cocktails because it has, you know, a lot of kind of like nuttiness and texture and a bit of fruitiness, but also quite good acid. So it's actually a really kind of fun, dynamic cocktail ingredient. Obviously, it was kind of very popular around the same time as things like cobblers and juleps, punches. So it could definitely be used in those more classic style cocktails. But today I'm going to show you one that I came up with myself for the menu here at Bomba a little while ago, called the My Dearest, if you see what I did there. Basically just really playing off that kind of nutty dried fruit flavor profile of the Madeira. I am going to use a little local, it's called an apple pie moonshine. So I'm assuming that in the States there'll probably be some similar products. Not to do any discredit to Melbourne Moonshine or the Gospel Distillery that make it, but I basically tend to sell it as a Fireball replacement because we don't have Fireball here, but if people want shots of that, it's like we've got another spice whiskey which is really delicious, obviously made using kind of fresh ingredients and everything, but yeah, got a nice appley note to it, lots of cinnamon and spice in there. And then originally when it was on the menu, I did do it with a fresh ginger syrup. We don't make that anymore, so I have, because it's not on the menu anymore, but I'm gonna substitute in falernum. So again, it's got that nice gingery spice to it, as well as having some more almonds and lime, and yeah, just kind of fun and zingy little number. So let's go. So this one is a little bit of a flip reverse cocktail, I suppose. Quite often the more kind of spirit type thing is what you do the most of, but I really wanted to highlight the Madeira in here. So we're gonna go 40 mils of Madeira. This one is a nice kind of fun and fruity blend. It is 5 years old, but honestly you don't need something as old as that. This is just what we happen to have open. And then we're gonna go in with just 20 mils of our Melbourne Moonshine. This provides a little bit of a backbone. You could absolutely just do like a nice fruity bourbon, or even a rye actually would go quite nicely in there as well. It's not the main player, it's the supporting act, so don't stress too much about that. And then just a little 10 mils of falernum. Obviously both the Madeira and, or maybe not obviously, but both the Madeira and the Melbourne Moonshine have a bit of sweetness to them, so I don't kind of need a full measure of sweet. And then 25 mils of lemon juice. So about 3/4 of an ounce. That one's always a bit of a tricky conversion. And then our garnish for this is just going to be a little lemon twist, so I'll get that ready. Shake it up. Just going to double strain that. Give it a little twist over the top, so a little spray, and then I'll trim it down and pop it on the edge here. Do you know what, I wish I had if you had some candied ginger, that would make a very good little garnish as well, but unfortunately I do not. But if you're watching this and you're gonna make it, maybe invest. It's deciding to behave now. And there we have a My Dearest. It's really like fresh and zingy. Madeira does have a good amount of acid to it as well, so even though there's a few other kind of sweeter elements happening there, it's still definitely on that more kind of tart and sour side. The ginger comes through really nicely, as well as some of those more woody and kind of warm spices like your cinnamon, a little bit of nutmeg. Bit of a banger, if I do say so myself. So now you know.